Season, it's time to start talking about our mid-season Player of the Year watch list. And since we cover 35 teams, Karli Bell joins me on the desk to help break down the area's top players.
You know what, Justin? I don't even know where we should start. We should start with the MVL because let's actually go to Dresden, Ohio, where those Tri-Valley Scotties, that's what they call home. Quarterback Tyler McGee is having a stellar year. He has a completion rate of 75% for about 450 yards. Add on 6 touchdowns onto that already impressive stat line. Our other MVL candidate is Maysville's Chase Roberts. He's been strong in his 4-year tenure at Maysville. He's racked up 287, averaging about 8 a carry. He knows how to catch as well as run with 125 receiving yards for 3 TDs.
So the MVL is strong, of course, but now let's move over to the TVC Ohio.
You know, I'm going again with a QB and a running back. Take a guess, Justin, at just who I decided to pick for this
Well,
list.
I'd have to say probably Bartram and Sheets.
You hit it right on the spot there, Justin. Both have been our players of the week, and there's a reason they won that honor and that they're on this list. Bartram hit that 1,000-yard mark tonight with 11 TDs as well. He threw his first pick tonight, although, but he's still powerful and dominant on the field. Caleb Sheets is just as impressive with 379 yards on the ground with 3 TDs of his own. Why not? Let's add on his receiving stats with 378 yards and 5 touchdowns.
All right, now what about the other TVC, the TVC Hawking?
You know, repeat alert. Trimble's Justice Jenkins, he's back on our Player of the Year watch list. He's been just as dominant as last season, being a consistent threat on the ground. He's also a great target for quarterback Andrew Losi. I've also had my eye on another running back in Dejan Bedgood from Belpre. He's been dominant all season with 232 yards with an average of 13 a carry. He's also has a couple receptions, both for touchdowns.
Now how about those teams that are new to Gridiron Glory, Karli?
Now, if you remember from the preview show, Justin, I did say to keep your eyes on Jordan Leisure from Amanda Clear Creek, and there is a reason. He's running all over opponents with an average of 5 yards per carry and 3 touchdowns. The next one on my list, he's a hidden name, but he's got some power. Trey Rittenhouse from Zane Trace is more of a rough and tough back, kind of like AJ Ouellette for the Ohio Bobcats. He gets those tough yards when you need them. He also knows how to get those long runs too, with an average of 6.4 a carry. He's also well versed in special teams with 135 kick return yards, total of 507 all-purpose yards. Mind you, Justin, it's only week 5.
Wow, now the SEOAL, they only have 4 teams, but who are the players that stand out?
You know, Justin, I would be absolutely foolish if I didn't put last year's winner, Hunter Sexton, on this list. Even though Sexton did not start tonight and Jackson lost their first game since 2013, he's still dominant, 123 yards in the air and 3 touchdowns. We also have another QB from the SEOAL, Lane Little from Logan. Little is leading his undefeated Chieftains with his completion rate of 60% and 17 scores. Look at those yards too. 1,000 even. He has been absolutely phenomenal. He also knows how to use his feet with a rushing touchdown and 67 yards. Hey, I'd like to have him as the Bears starting quarterback if I was in those positions right now.
Well, I don't know about that.
So here's the final list, 11 players that we'll have our eyes on for the rest of the season as the weeks go by. Obviously, this list will get smaller and smaller until we have our finalists. Now, Justin, which player do you think will shock us most? Personally, I'm thinking Jordan Leisure will creep his way into that finalist list.
I don't know. It's going to be close, but we'll see, and it's going to get tight at the end of the year. Thanks a lot, Karli. Now, everything